Hello and welcome to Eminent Reflection. I'm Doc and I am going to take Aron Ra's Phylogeny Challenge. I've seen attempts at taking it before and they didn't really understand what it was or how it worked. So, I'm going to take his challenge in real time as he asked the questions, and well, if anybody wants to tell me where I'm wrong, they can feel free to do so. They could take his Phylogeny challenge and try it like I did. They don't have to do it in real time. They can take their time, do their research, you know, take as long as they need to. But here goes me doing my best to take Aron Ra's Phylogeny challenge in real time.
Here we see again that creationist arguments are consistently always wrong. How many more ways can we prove that and prove it conclusively? Here's my favorite way. Creationists usually accept that taxonomy is superficially accurate, but they'll only concede that to a degree, because they insist that their God miraculously conjured a series of definitely different kinds of animals which were each specially created separate from each other. Creationists allow that each of these kinds have since diversified, but only within mysterious limits which they refuse to originally define. And they say that no lineage could ever be traced beyond their alleged original archetypes. However, they're unable to identify what those kinds are, how many there are, or how they could be recognized. I would challenge them to show me their mystic divisions amongst the following taxa. Are mallards related to pockards, wood ducks, and muscovies?
Yes.
Are all ducks also related to geese and other anseriforms?
Yes,
Are anseriforms related to galliforms and other neonates?
Yes.
Are neonates related to paleonates?
Yes.
Are any extant birds related to Hesperornis, Ichthyornis, Enantiornis, or other euorniths?
Yes.
Are euorniths related to Confuciusornis or Archaeopteryx? Are
Yes.
all early aves related to Microraptor, Velociraptor, or other non-avian dinosaurs?
Yes,
Are dinosaurs related to pterosaurs, phytosaurs,
Yes.
and other archosaurs?
Yes, they are.
If
Very much
evolution
so.
from common ancestry is not true, and some flavor of special creation of different as yet unidentified kinds is true, then there would be some surface levels in the cladogram where you would accept an actual evolutionary ancestry. But there must also be subsequent levels in that twin-nested hierarchy where life forms would no longer be the same kind and wouldn't be biologically related anymore. At that point, they would be magically created separate kinds and distinctly unique from those listed around it, as well as those apparently ancestral to it.
Well, haven't identified any so far.
Are Bengal tigers related to Burmese tigers and all other tiger species?
Yes.
Are all known species of tiger related to each other and all other panthers?
Yes.
Are all panthers related to felines, scimitar cats, and other felids?
Yes.
Are felids related to nymphorids or viverids? And how could we tell? Are all
Yes, they
Phylogeny
are,
related
and
to
there are
any
lots of
or
ways we
all
can
other
tell.
members of the order Carnivora?
Yes.
Those who promote creationism's bewildering inanity should be able to show exactly where and why uniquely created kinds could not be grouped together with any parent clades which would otherwise only imply an evolutionary ancestry.
Yes, they should.
Throw away any other argument you might be thinking about. None of them compared to this. If creationism is true of anything more than a single ancestor of all animal forms, if not the entire eukaryote collective, or if the concept of common ancestry is fundamentally mistaken, then there must be a point in the tree where taxonomy falls apart, where what we thought was related to everything is really unrelated to anything else. And unless you're a Scientologist or Aurelian, that criteria must apply to other animals besides ourselves. So, is the short-tailed goanna related to the parenti and all other Australian goannas?
Yes.
Are all Australian goannas related to each other and to the African and Indonesian monitors? Are
Yes.
today's terrestrial varanids related to Cretaceous mosasaurs?
Yes, they
Are
are.
varanids related to any other anguomorphs, including snakes?
Yes.
Are anguomorphs also related to skinkomorphs and geckos? Are all
Yes.
sclerogosa related to iguanids and other squamates?
Yes.
Are all of squamata related to each other and to all other lepidosaurs? Are all
Yes.
lepidosaurs related to placodonts and plesiosaurs? Are lepidosauromorphs related to archosaurs and other diapsids? Are all
Yes.
diapsids related to anapsids or synapsid reptiles like Dimetrodon?
Yes.
Are all reptiles related to each other and all other amniotes?
Yes.
Are all amniotes related to each other and all other tetrapods?
Yes.
Are all tetrapods related to each other and all other vertebrates?
Yes.
And so on.
Yes, and so
Which
on.
of these are related? Which of these
Exactly.
are created? Remember, if there's any validity to creationism whatsoever,
those names so far
or if there's
are
some
related.
critical flaw in the overall theory of evolution from common ancestry, that flaw must be found here, or it simply can't be anywhere else.
Absolutely. So, here's the thing. He actually sort of gave the answer there to the way I would answer it. Because I answered yes to all of those, and if I take it farther, all eukaryotes are related. And I would take it a step farther than probably maybe some other people would and say that eukaryotes are also related to bacteria, because it seems that the internal organs or organelles of eukarya are descendants of bacteria that somehow survived being eaten by primitive eukaryotes, or the ancestors of primitive eukaryotes. They didn't get digested. They multiplied and survived, and hence eukaryotes have such things as chloroplasts or mitochondria. So, he mentioned, Aron Ra mentioned, that if creationism is true of any more than one created kind, we should be able to find that break somewhere. So to anyone who believes that things must have been created, I would suggest that it appears if life was created, there was only one created kind. It wasn't the flying kind or the swimming kind. It wasn't the bird kind or the cat kind or the monkey kind. It was the life kind. And what created it is still in question. Looks to me like it must have been abiogenesis. So if anybody wants to try to take Aron's Phylogeny challenge, I will include a link to it in the description of this video, and I invite you to do that. And if you want to go over my video and take it apart piece by piece and say where I was wrong about any of my answers and why you think I'm wrong, feel free to do so, and leave a link to your rebuttal or whatever it happens to be to your video in the comments, and we'll see where it goes from there. Thanks.